eating my dinner, so I'm just going to give this a try now. Oh, that is really good. That's packed with flavour. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Googie's Kitchen, and if you're new here then hello and welcome. My name's Alexis, and in today's video I want to share with you how to make this delicious pork and Parma ham spag bowl. As I just mentioned, today I want to share with you how to make a really delicious pork and Parma ham spag bowl. So this recipe is really easy to do, and this is a great dish to have on the weekend or even midweek. If you've got a little bit of spare time, you can make this dish. I know that spag bowl is normally made with beef, but pork makes a really delicious change, and adding the Parma ham just adds a lot of extra flavour to it as well. So for this recipe, the first thing I've done is I've got a large saucepan, and I'm going to put that onto a high heat on my hob, and I'm going to add oil to the base of that pan. So I'm going to just add bit of oil to the base, and I'm going to leave this pan to heat up. But before I go, I just wanted to say that if you have enjoyed this video today and you'd like to see more, then please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you did really enjoy this video, then please feel free to give it a big thumbs up. And if you have any questions or any comments that you would like to make, then please leave those in the comments section below. Everything like that really helps me out, and I would really appreciate it. So as I said, I'm just going to leave this pan to heat up. The pan is getting nice and hot, and in fact I'm going to turn the temperature down a little bit. And the first thing I've done is I have just simply sliced some Parma ham, and I'm going to add this to the base of the pan. I'm going to fry this until it starts to go a little like a golden brown colour. And this will help to flavour all the vegetables. By adding it first, it will help to give a lot of flavour to the vegetables. And then obviously when we add the pork in as well, it will flavour the pork a bit more as well. So it's starting to turn a nice sort of dark pink colour, and it's starting to go golden brown on the edges as well. So I'm going to add in the onion now. So I've peeled, sliced and diced one red onion, and I'm just going to add that to the base of the pan. And I'm going to fry the onion with the Parma ham until it starts to soften. It's taken about 2 or 3 minutes, but the onions have started to soften. So now I'm going to add in the garlic. So I've got 2 cloves of garlic, and I've just simply removed the skin, and I've just sliced it. I've roughly sliced it. You don't have to be all fancy, but if you want to be fancy, then you can, and slice it properly. But I don't mind it all roughly chopped, to be honest. So I've sliced it roughly, basically, and I'm just putting this into the pan for about 30 seconds or so until I can start to smell the garlic. Because once you can start to smell it, then you can add other ingredients in. And I also like to see it go a light golden brown colour as well. So I think it's starting to turn now. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add in a pepper. So I've got 1 red pepper that I've just simply removed the top, sliced the top off, removed the stalk and the core, and I've sliced and diced the flesh. I will get my words out soon, I promise. And I'm just going to add that to the base of the pan as well. And I'm going to fry the pepper until this starts to soften a little bit. It does take a while for it to soften, so you will need to persevere if you're frying the pepper off, but it will start to soften. So I'm just going to stand here and fry this pepper, as I said, until it starts to soften. The pepper has started to soften, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add in 1 carrot and 1 courgette. So I've peeled and grated the carrot and the courgette. And the reason I like to do this is it cooks slightly quicker. It also, I think it also makes the sauce a lot tastier as well when it's grated. And my husband and son don't know it's in there. So those are my 3 main reasons as to why I like to peel and grate vegetables. But if you don't want to peel and grate them, then you don't have to. And if you like them chunky, then please cut them chunky. But they do cook a lot quicker, so if you're in a bit of a rush, then it's a great way to still have a lot of veg in your food and get it cooked quickly as well. So I'm just frying these. These soften down very quickly, And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in the minced pork. So I've got about 500 grams of minced pork. So this recipe serves 4 people. And I'm just going to break the pork up with my spoon. And I'm going to fry this until it goes like a whitish colour, as pork does when it's in a pan. So I'm just going to continue to fry the pork until it's all cooked through. Pork has been browned through, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in a tin of tomatoes to this as well. So I have 1 tin of chopped tomatoes that I'm just going to add to the base of the pan, and I'm going to mix the chopped tomatoes in. I will get some water in a minute to rinse out what's in the bottom there. But I'm just going to mix these tomatoes in now. As I said, I'm just getting a little bit of water just to rinse the tin out. I would normally use chicken stock or bone broth, but I don't have any at the moment, so I'm just going to use a little bit of water. And I'm just going to mix that in as well. And then I'm also going to add in some tomato puree to this. So I'm going to add in a couple of tablespoons of tomato puree. And of course, all of these ingredients just add a bit of extra flavour. And then I'm going to add a teaspoon of dried mixed herbs as well. And I'm also going to add a teaspoon of dried oregano or oregano, depending on which continent you're standing. I'm just going to mix those in as well. It smells really good already. I love a spag bowl, especially when it's made slightly differently as well. And then I'm just going to add some salt and pepper. So salt and pepper to your taste. That's a bit of pepper I've just put in. And now I'm just going to add a little bit of salt as well. And I'm just going to turn the heat up and bring this to the boil. And then I'll turn it down to a medium to low heat, and I will leave it to simmer for a good half an hour, and that way it will help all of the juices soak into the meat and the vegetables, and it will make it really tasty. So by leaving it on the hob on a low to medium heat, it really does help the flavour of the spaghetti bolognese. My dad taught me this trick when I was younger. I can't remember when I learned about it, but Dad said if you leave it on the heat for a long time, then it will the meat will absorb into the vegetables and it will just make it so flavoursome. He said if you ever get invited to go to a student's house for a spaghetti bolognese, go, because it will be the most tastiest spaghetti bolognese you've ever had. So, but I became the student who made the spaghetti bolognese and not the other way around, unfortunately. So yes. Anyway, I've just added 2 bay leaves to that as well. And as I said, I think that's coming to the boil now. I'm going to turn this down to a low heat and I'm going to leave it to simmer. While it's simmering, I will cook the pasta as per the packet instructions, and then I'll add the pasta to the sauce, and that will be our dinner done. But I'm really looking forward to this already. It smells so good. The pasta has cooked as per the packet instructions. I have removed the bay leaves as well. I've also taken out a little bit of the sauce as well, so I can have that for leftovers tomorrow. And I've added a bit of basil as well. So I just added a handful of basil, and now I'm going to add the pasta to the sauce and not the other way around. And I'm also going to add a little bit of the water from the pasta as well. And I'm just going to mix these 2 together, and then I will serve this and let you know how it tastes, but it smells really good right now. That is our dinner done, and as I said, it smells amazing. I'm just going to try a little bit of the sauce and a little bit of the pasta as well. You can add cheese to this if you want to. I might add a little bit of nutritional yeast at the end when we serve it. Nutritional yeast isn't a cheese, it's a plant, would you believe, that tastes like cheese. It doesn't melt like cheese, but it does taste very cheesy. It tastes a lot like Parmesan to me, actually. So I always like to add it when I'm eating my dinner. So I'm just going to give this a try now. Oh, that is really good. That's packed with flavour. And the meat is really tender as well. So yes, I'm really looking forward to having this for my dinner this evening. That's how you make this delicious pork and Parma ham spaghetti bolognese, and that recipe I will link in the description box below for you. As I mentioned earlier, we're going to be having this for our dinner this evening, and it smells and tastes so good, I can't wait. So for now, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!